What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back here on Madden 22, of course, here with another rebuild. Before we get into today's video, though, guys, if you could help grow the channel by leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't already, greatly appreciate it. It helps out a lot more than you actually know. But today we are staying in the NFC South, as yesterday we rebuilt the Carolina Panthers, so today we're going to be rebuilding the Atlanta Falcons. So the Falcons are in an interesting place. Matt Ryan, of course, just like a few years ago was like the MVP of the league. They made it to the Super Bowl, and then maybe that was probably like longer than a few years ago, but you guys get what I'm saying. Matt Ryan, of course, is not probably the long-term answer here. He's been a great player for them, don't get me wrong, but going forward long-term, it's just probably not going to be the guy. So let's go ahead and generate the best lineup real quick and see what we're working with. So another big thing that kind of screwed them over in a way was Calvin Ridley stepping away from football. Whatever was going on with him, hopefully it gets better. We have Russell Gage and Calvin Ridley and then Kyle Pitts. So tight ends, honestly, or weapons on offense, we're not lacking at all. Offensive line actually isn't too bad either. I mean, we have three star development offensive linemen. I'm pretty sure Jake Matthews might be like 30 now or something like that. He's 29, so okay. And then we have a center who is 23, so that works. And then Chris Lindstrom is 24. So yeah, offensive line isn't terrible, so that's a good first step. Cordell Patterson obviously has had a really good year for Atlanta. Cordell Patterson just kind of goes from team to team and always makes plays, but this year, especially in Atlanta, playing running back and wide receiver at times, so probably not going to be the long-term answer. But then looking at the defense, I do like our linebackers position with I don't know how to say it, Foyeside Aluakon, I think is how you say his name, Deion Jones, and then we have Duron Harmon, Fabian Moreau, AJ Terrell. So we do have, a few options on the defense, but I think we mostly need to upgrade the defense more than we need to upgrade the offense. So that's pretty good, because usually it's kind of the other way around. For now, Matt Ryan will be the quarterback for this year, so I'm not going to make any changes in that. Cordell Patterson will be the running back this year as well. The only thing I think I'll try to maybe accomplish this year is maybe getting more offensive line help, I guess, before we actually summit the first year. And of course, we're going to need more defensive help because this just isn't good enough. So let's see what we can come up with. Probably going to be, a lot of work to be done today, but I'm excited for the challenge at hand. So let's go ahead and get started with some trades, of course. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props website that allows you bet overs or unders on players, and all you're doing is going up against numbers. Let me show you how it works. So during the Christmas holidays season, while I was taking a little bit of a break, I decided, to play some Prize Picks like I usually do, and I had some pretty good success. Thursday, December 23rd, bet the over on Deebo Samuel's 40.5 receiving yards, absolutely crushed that number. It was so low, and Ryan Tannehill squeezed by with over 3 completions for 19 pass completions. Got myself a huge win there. And then on Christmas Day, the Knicks and the Hawks, I decided to obviously take Prize Picks promo that they were doing, having Julius Randle listed at 0.5 points, and then John Collins barely squeezed by with 20 over 19.5, but hey, that's still a win. Almost still counts. And then also on Christmas Day, LeBron James also was listed as a promo, only over half a point, and of course he crushed it with 39. And I went over on Kyler Murray's rushing yards because I thought it was super low, and he decided to obviously get 69. If you would like to join in on this fun, the link's in the description. Use promo code Crushables when you sign up. The first simple trade I'm going to be making is trading our strong safety for a 5th round draft pick just to go ahead and get him out of here. His interest was pretty low anyway, so just getting rid of him. He's 30-year-old safety. We get a 5th round pick out of him, so a pick we can use later on in another trade that we might need to be done. I'm not gonna lie to you, there's probably not gonna be a ton of trades to start this off. We don't have a lot of good things to be trading away, to be honest, but we are gonna be trading defensive tackle for our left outside linebacker with star development. So that's pretty much it though, man. There's not a whole lot to go off of. Thankfully though, I did find a star development left in kind of down here, like in the depth chart, so that was really huge, so we don't really need to focus on that. But we were able to upgrade the linebacker core, I guess, a little bit. But other than that, I mean, like I said, there's not a ton we can do. Not a lot of trade value here at all. Not a lot of veterans I want to trade. I don't want to trade Grady Jarrett. That's like the one thing we have going for us. The only other thing I could maybe try is to throw Dante Fowler out there and see if he has any interest on the market. I doubt it because he has an $11 million cap hit. So actually, he does have a little bit of interest. So maybe we should try to get rid of this guy. So we got the Washington football team interested. We got the Eagles interested. The football team, though, there are some players I'm just immediately thinking of at the top of my head. So let's go back to Dante Fowler and try to get rid of him. And so $11 million cap hit. It'd be getting some money as well, which would be good for us. All right. So what do I want? Obviously, Chase Young, guys like that, probably out of the possibility. You got Montez Sweat, Matthew Ioannidis, Charles Leno, Cameron Curl. I mean, we do need a safety. Cameron Curl would be nice. I do get him quite a bit. J.D. McKissick, Eric Flowers. I mean, none of these guys down here are really that interesting. I mean, theoretically, could I pull off a trade for Chase Young? Would that just be like out of the realm of possibility if I did try this? Let's see how far off this is. Yeah, it's pretty far off. I figured. Okay. What else can we grab from them? Maybe just grab a pick out of them, I guess. Maybe we can get Montez Sweat out of them. I don't know. Would this be possible? Wow. That was almost too easy. Montez Sweat for Dante Fowler. We'll take that. So that's going to be probably the last move we make for this season number 1. We'll go ahead and go straight to free agency, where obviously we got to make even more moves for this team to get anywhere else. We're at the midseason mark, currently 3-3. Cordell Patterson is a impending free agent, and his value is probably the highest it's going to be. So basically, we're trading Cordell Patterson, a 4th round draft pick, and a 2nd round pick next year for a right tackle who would be a long-term piece for the foreseeable future. But there's one more guy I want to trade at the midseason mark, because we're not going to be keeping him either. That other guy I was talking about was Hayden Hurst, who Kyle Pitts is a superstar X Factor, by the way, so there's really no need to keep Hayden Hurst. So we're trading a 7th round pick and Hayden Hurst for Asante Samuel Jr. We just had him the Chargers rebuild, obviously, because he's on the Chargers. But yeah, basically we have Mike Davis now at the running back. Our offensive line looks a little bit better. Then defensively, we have ourselves another corner that we can kind of rely on, Asante Samuel. So once we upgrade Asante Samuel, it looks like he should actually, he is up to, looks like he is a hidden development again, because he was just star development when I took a look. But if he wants to be, you know, hidden development, I'm cool with that as well. So they were able to just give me a hidden development corner. I guess he'll be playing in the slot for this season, but you know, I feel pretty good about what we've been able to accomplish. But of course, there's still bigger pills to swallow with the quarterback in the future and running back and a left guard. There's still a lot of work to do, but I think we're on a good path. We have a 7-10 finish, which I'm not too surprised by. I mean, I kind of figured this team was going to be pretty bad. So we do have some guys, of course, that we can upgrade though, which is good. So 55 players were upgraded. We have a full season under our belt. Not a good look. 80 overall at the end of things. So definitely some more work to do, be done. But player stats wise, Matt Ryan actually had 37 touchdowns with 21 interceptions. Threw for 5,000 yards, but that 21 interceptions is definitely a killer. Mike Davis, 740 yards. I mean, took over as the leading running back at the midseason. So, I mean, we can't really take anything from that. Receiving wise, Calvin Ridley, 1,600 yards, Kyle Pitts, and then Russell Gage. So all 3 of our weapons had really good years, which is great. And then defensively, let's see what we had. So sacks wise, we had 9 from Grady Jarrett, 8 from John Kaminsky. Okay. You want to go ahead and turn into a star development left in at your overall? Sure, why not? Interceptions wise, 2 from Fabian Moreau, 2 from AJ Terrell, 1 from Richie Grant, 1 from Fuaside Aluakon. All right. Well, again, we didn't make the playoffs, so let's just get straight to the offseason where we have some work to be done. All right. We should have some cap space, though, I believe, which is good. We might be able to free up even more with maybe moving on from Matt Ryan. I don't know. We'll see. So $36 million. The season recap, I guess the Chiefs won the Super Bowl over the Seattle Seahawks. Lamar, Matt Rule, Lamar, Jeffrey Simmons, Najee Harris, and Davian Collins. All right. Now to the re-signing stage, because I was not able to come to an agreement with Russell Gage earlier. So let's try to get that done now. And then let's try to, get more money opened up, because we don't have a ton of money under our name at all. So if we're able to maybe open up some money, that way we can spend in free agency, because there's a lot of upgrades, a lot of positions that need upgraded. So looking at this, we have Fuaside Aluakon and Russell Gage. So the contract length is good. That's it. So I definitely want to keep Aluakon and Russell Gage if possible here. So let's go ahead and throw more money at Fuaside Aluakon. And if he doesn't accept this, okay, I mean, whatever, I guess. Franchise tag would be $12 million, which I'm not going to do. Russell Gage, though, is the one I definitely would rather keep, to be honest. So if we could not lose you, that would be great. Boom, we get Russell Gage back. Now, Fuaside Aluakon is going to hit the free agency open market, which sucks for us, but at the end of the day, it is okay. We will figure it out. So let's go straight to free agency, where, of course, I want to figure out how to free up some money potentially, and then upgrade the roster by signing some free agents. See where all the money is going. Matt Ryan's cap hit is $48 million, bro. That is insane for a 75 overall. That is not good at all. His cap hit is insane, and even releasing him wouldn't do us any good. At $42 million, wow. That is not good at all. Oh man, that's gonna definitely hold me back in this video. So okay, not good at all. Matt Ryan's cap hit. Ooh, gosh. Okay, so we're held back quite a bit with that being a thing. So we're not really going to be able to do anything else as far as freeing up money. So I guess we could free up by releasing Mitch McGary or things like that. So we can release, I guess, Caleb McGary. We can do that. Gonna give me 500K in cap room, includes a total penalty of 2.77 million. So yeah, I really can't do much, man. Matt Ryan's contract, bro, holy crap. I think I could trade it, but I would assume I'm going to probably still get a huge penalty out of that. Obviously I could trade him and all, but yeah, because releasing him it does me no good. So we might be stuck with him another year. $48 million cap hit. I doubt anybody would be. There's actually some teams that are interested in this dude. I can't believe it. Okay. There's actually every single team has some interest in him. Okay. Wow, the Steelers have green interest in him. You know what? Pittsburgh, if you want to take Matt Ryan on, you're more than welcome to. I'll take your first round pick for Matt Ryan, and we call it a day. They don't agree. Okay, what about a second round pick? $48 million cap hit. Please get it out of here. Okay, Matt Ryan is gone. That probably didn't free me up much money, but next year I think it should, if I'm not mistaken. So we still got a huge penalty out of it, obviously, but at least we were able to free up just a little bit of money. Not much, but just a little bit. Okay. What can we do in this free agency? Probably not much. We're probably not gonna be able to do any much at all this offseason. And now we don't even have a quarterback, because obviously I just traded freaking Matt Ryan. So look at the lineup. We have Mike Davis. Okay, so Calvin Ridley's up to superstar. We need a left guard. We need a quarterback. We need a running back. Okay. Defensively, we need a middle linebacker with Luakon leaving. We need a free safety. We need a strong safety. So linebacker core and safeties pretty much is what we need in free agency. So I guess that's not too bad. We can definitely figure that out. There's definitely some safeties in free agency. I would like to just get Fuaside Luakon back, to be honest, if that's possible. Let's go to free agency. $27 million, or $34 million, I believe it should be. Okay. So we have, I believe Marcus Williams is out here sometimes, 25 years old. What would he cost us? He would cost us $6 million. So that's not too bad. I would be okay with getting Marcus Williams on my free safety spot. We would be his number one offer, but since it is such a close race, I'm going to go ahead and increase it just a little bit. $7 million cap hit. Okay, I would be content with that. So Marcus Williams being a huge upgrade at the strong safety, or a free safety, I should say. That would be, big for us. Odell, we need a running back as well, but I'm going to probably just roll with Mike Davis, I guess. Leighton Vander Esch, I guess, as an upgrade at the middle linebacker wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, and he's not getting a ton of offers. If we're not going to get Fuaside Luakon back, Leighton Vander Esch would not be a terrible thing to go for. So let's go ahead and give him a contract. We would be his number one offer by a country mile. All right. Then I guess the only other thing is to figure out what we're going to do with the quarterback spot. We have Colin Kaepernick and Jameis Winston. So neither one of those options sound that great. Do we go for Winston? No, we don't go for Winston. Okay. We're going to hope for those two pieces to come on the defense. And, yeah, that's basically what we got to hope for. And then we'll have a bunch of draft picks to see what we can do with them. So let's see what we can make happen, man. We were able to get Leighton Vander Esch as our middle linebacker, but we did not get Marcus Williams, which I'm a little surprised by because we gave Marcus Williams a pretty big contract, but it did not work. So still need an outside linebacker. Still need, I still need safeties, man. It is just a mess right now. Okay. Devondre Campbell, Kyle Fuller. I'm sure I'm not going to find what I need in free agency anymore, to be honest. It's probably long gone. So, we can get a wide receiver, whatever, but that probably doesn't help me. Ronald Jones as a running back of the future of this team actually kind of sounds interesting to me. I feel like Ronald Jones gets an opportunity somewhere else, he'd be pretty good. I know Tampa Bay's been kind of buried a little bit by Leonard Fournette, so I'm offering Ronald Jones a contract. Why the hell not? Maybe he's the running back we needed. Maybe he's the guy that we're looking for. So we'll grab Ronald Jones, maybe in free agency, to be the running back to, whatever quarterback we decide to grab. Not signing one. So we're going straight to the draft for our quarterback again. Or maybe we're just going to be kind of screwed there this season. Who knows? But hey, if we get Ronald Jones to be our running back, I'll feel pretty decent about that. Other than that, though, not a whole lot going on. So no safeties. There's a ton that we need in the draft. So hopefully we're able to get everything we need. I highly doubt it, though, but this is what it's going to look like going into the draft. We have Ronald Jones at the running back. We don't have a left guard right now. We have weapons on offense, but we need a quarterback to get it there. We have, honestly, 3 positions we need filled out, but other than that, it's solid. It's solid, but it needs some work. One thing we will be doing before going into the NFL draft, we're trading our first round pick next year, and we actually had 3 second round picks, so I'm going to trade 2 of them for a second pick in the draft to get ourselves a quarterback. So I'm hoping to walk away with probably Spencer Rattler here, since we just had Sam Howell in the last video. But I guess if I have to take Sam Howell, I have to take Sam Howell. There's nothing I can do about it. So, or we could even walk away with Thibodeau, which I guess wouldn't be too bad either. So, I mean, either way, whoever the Lions decide to take, I'm not sure if I want to sit here the whole time and wait for them to make their selection, though. Don't know how long that would take. But regardless, I do want to go ahead and see. Yeah, I'm not sitting here. Wait, they made their selection. They took Thibodeau. Okay, so we're not getting Thibodeau. We're going to be drafting Spencer Rattler. We're not going to be getting Sam Howell this time. We just had Sam Howell in the last video. So instead, we'll go with Spencer Rattler to be our quarterback, who is a hidden development quarterback. So Spencer Rattler, welcome to Atlanta, my friend. And now we have the 11th pick in the draft as well. So let's go ahead and see what we can get at number 11. So hopefully we can still get something pretty solid here. Number 11, we have a corner. We have Christian Harris, Malik Willis, Zach Harrison. I gotta go ahead and put the mental brain on it and try to remember who's good or not. Justin Ross, I remember him being a hidden development. All right, let's see. We got, I mean, we could take a corner here. We don't need a middle linebacker. We need a linebacker. A corner, I guess, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either. I guess we can take a look at this corner. We have C-man coverage. All right, and then, okay, he looks terrible, so I'm not going to go for him. Okay, I probably need to pause the draft, not going to lie. Christian Harris. Don't really need a middle linebacker. We just signed Leighton Vander Esch, Zach Harrison. Okay. I mean, I'm getting pretty pressure here. Kenyon Green. Maybe we just take Kenyon Green. We do need a guard, so B, run block, B, pass block, power. Oh, I don't know who to take. I don't know who to take, man. Okay. Zion Nelson, Rasheed Walker. We need a guard, so maybe I just take the guard and hope for the best. I don't know, man. Yep, you know what? We're doing it. We're going to go ahead and take... Who was it? Who did I just look at? It was Kenyon Green. 80%. We do have 80% completion on Zion Nelson. Let me take a look at him real quick. B awareness, B impact block, C run block. Just draft him, I guess. Hidden development. Okay. Yeah, we'll take it. Hidden development left tackle. We need an offensive line, so I feel all right about that. So this is what the lineup is going to look like for season number 2. We have Spencer Rattler playing quarterback, Ronald Jones being the running back, Mike Davis as well. We're going to be playing Zion Nelson at the left guard, I guess. I don't know. He looks kind of goofy. He also is the backup tight end for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. But defensively, this is what it would look like. We took a right outside linebacker. We still don't have any safeties. And we have a left end. I guess I was about to say, I thought I had a starter on the left end. So I'll move him back. And I guess we took a defensive tackle who had hidden development. So, okay, that could maybe work in our favor later on. Maybe the midseason mark. Maybe we can make a trade for safety or something because, yeah, we're definitely still weak at the safety spot. So, we'll be looking to improve those, but the offense looks pretty good. Defense, lacking a little bit, but let's get into this season and hopefully we can find a way to be decent. Maybe we find a way to make the playoffs, but I doubt it. So this season we actually went 10-7 and are in the playoffs. So pretty solid year, I would say. I mean, I'm actually a little surprised that we made the playoffs, but again, I'm not complaining. I felt pretty good about that, obviously. The fact that we've really not done the best to improve this team, the best it could be, and we're in the playoffs feels really good. So we are going to have some cap space this offseason as well. Spencer Rattler, 27 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Rushing wise, Ronald Jones, nothing crazy, 950 yards. He wasn't like insane or anything, but Mike Davis, 15 rushing touchdowns. Receiving wise, Calvin Ridley, 1,300 yard, 900. And Isaiah Wright even had 600 yards. All right, interesting. And then defensively, we had, let's see, sacks wise, we had 11.5 from Gary Jarrett, 8.5 from Van Ginkel, and then 8 from Montez Sweat. Interceptions, we had 4 from AJ Terrell, 2 from Van Ginkel. So Van Ginkel was a guy that I didn't really negotiate with. He was wanting quite a bit of money, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to commit to him, but he did have a pretty good year, so maybe that's why he was asked for a lot of money. So I do want to look at the lineup real quick, maybe to just kind of see what I'm taking a look at, see if Rattler's up to like superstar development or anything. Yeah, he is. So Rattler's a superstar development, and Zion Nelson, technically not even listed at left guard, is a left tackle, 75 overall playing left guard. So we could potentially move him to left guard, and he might even go up in overall. So that would be huge for us. So let's move him to left guard and see if we get lucky in that regard. he is going to stay the same. So at least he's in the right position now. Kyle Pitts, Russell Gage, all that on offense looks great. Ronald Jones, again, solid, but nothing fantastic. So defense still, looks bad. Technically what we could do is, so we have a 76 overall hidden development defensive tackle still in Jared Clark. So okay, should be interesting to maybe see what his potential will be. Hawkins up to 73 overall. So still need a lot of improvement, obviously. Still a lot to be done, but I feel good about what we've accomplished. So can we beat the Los Angeles Rams in the first round? Probably not, but at least we got here. So tune in next week, and we did beat them 28-14. I'm a little surprised. Okay. Just like that, we've gotten past the first round and get to play the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I'm going to be honest, there's probably no way in hell we beat Dallas here. They are an 84 overall. We're an 84 overall as well, so I guess the, overalls are even, but I just can't see us beating the Cowboys, but maybe I'm wrong. So next week, and we are going to beat the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, that's like the first time I've ever done that. NFC Championship time. Going up against the Seattle Seahawks before I'm able to even do anything. Mike Davis, auto-upgrading him. There's no way we get to the Super Bowl, right? Like, no way, right? We are playing Seattle at home, in their home, so... Bro, if we get to the Super Bowl, I don't know what this game is. And we are going to lose 24-17. But hey, we did get to the NFC Championship, so we had to feel great about that. I mean, we aren't even close to done what we can be is not even close. Not even close, bro. It's not even close to what we want to be. So I'm just super excited for that. So we're going into this offseason with cap space to upgrade this team even more to be a Super Bowl contender even better next year. 80 million freaking dollars in cap space. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a couple guys I need to come to terms with here, so we're going to lose a little bit of the money. But Montez Sweat is not a guy I can afford to lose, obviously being a superstar development now. Van Ginkel, like I said, he actually had a really good year for us. And then Chris Lindstrom, let's see what okay, so what did he want? He wanted the contract was good, but that's it. Okay, so we need to improve the financial side of things for him, so I'm not gonna boost it up like that much, but maybe like this. Would you accept this, please? Boom, we get Chris Lindstrom back. Montez Sweat, again, a guy I cannot afford to lose. So let's just try to make sure he's happy. Please. Boom. Okay, get Montez Sweat. Van Ginkel, I'm a little torn by. Do I want to go for him, or do I want to maybe test the market? Because left outside linebacker is only 79 overall, wants about $8 million in a cap hit. So you know what? I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to move on from him and go to free agency with what we got. So we're able to retain everybody that was very important, and we're going to free agency with, looks like $57 million in cap space. We have an 87 overall offense now. So defense is where we were really lacking. Offense looks good. We know that. Everything looks good here. Maybe another wide receiver wouldn't hurt. Maybe we go for another running back. I don't know. Maybe another tight end. I mean, could use some depth. Don't get me wrong. At offense, we could use some depth. But defensively, we need to focus on defense first, because we don't have an outside linebacker. It looks like Clark is a superstar development defensive tackle. Wow. Okay, that might come in handy. I don't want to necessarily. Well, Grady Jarrett's actually gone down from his superstar. How old is he now? He is 30. I don't know if we should trade Grady Jarrett though. Let's just focus on free agency first before we go into trade. So. All right, let's see what I can grab in free agency. So both safety spots, we know, huge gaping hole. So what are we going to do to improve that? We have Quentin Nelson, offensive line we don't really need to focus on. Tyreek Hill, Kareem Hunt, Zadarius Smith. I mean, we do need an outside linebacker. So Zadarius Smith would definitely fit that bill. Bobby Wagner, Tony Pollard, Jonah Williams. Okay. Free agency kind of sucks. It's not that good. Wow, that's really disappointing, to be honest. Definitely was hoping to come to free agency to put together a pretty good team, and I'm a little disappointed. This free agency is terrible. All right, well, what can we grab that would make us better? It would have been awesome if Tyrann Mathieu fell out. Quentin Nelson, Lamar, Tyreek Hill are the best three players, which I don't need any of those positions. So, of course, Aaron Rodgers is interesting. Kareem Hunt's cool. We could go for Kareem Hunt. Zadarius Smith sounds interesting to me. His cap would be 16 million though. That's just not even freaking worth it at this point. Sean Murphy Bunting. Okay. I think we're gonna have to. I think we trade. I think we go ahead and make that trade. We're gonna trade Grady Jarrett. I think we're gonna do it. I'm gonna go for Kareem Hunt as well. I like Ronald Jones, but I'm gonna get Kareem Hunt as an insurance plan as well. Great running back. Gonna be more depth on the running back spot. So I like the idea of bringing Kareem Hunt. And then I think we're going to trade Grady Jarrett away since we have a superstar development defensive tackle and get a safety or an outside linebacker for Grady Jarrett. I hate to trade him away, but I think it's just best for us to do. So I'm going to be trading Grady Jarrett, a first-round pick and a second-round pick for this man named Micah Parsons. Trust me, I know this guy. He is a absolute beast. Generational talent. Shout out to Dallas for getting that man in the draft. He looks like an absolute stud for the foreseeable future, and we got him in Atlanta now. So we traded Grady Jarrett away because, like I said, we had a superstar development defensive tackle right behind him, and then Grady Jarrett went down. So now we have that. Micah Parsons also is a superstar X-Factor linebacker. So that looks great for us. So I love it. Obviously, Leighton Vander Esch, Micah Parsons played together in Dallas. So now the defensive line looks great. Still need to improve the safeties and the outside linebacker. But bringing in Micah Parsons, I believe, was a huge help. So I got my free safety in Darnell Savage. It's going to cost me 2 third-round picks and one of my free safeties, though. We got ourselves Darnell Savage. So that's going to be obviously a huge boost to the defense because we definitely needed a safety very badly, like in the worst way. So I think other than that, I'm also looking to probably just go get Van Ginkel again to be the other outside linebacker who was pretty solid. So once we plug in Van Ginkel, all we're looking for is a strong safety, and then we'll pretty much have everything we need. So let's go to free agency and find Andre. I think his name was like Andre Van Ginkel. So we offered Kareem Hunt a contract, as we know. So now we got to go to the outside linebackers, of course, and Van Ginkel. We could just go for Zadarius Smith again, but like I said, I don't know, man. 27, 28. So Cole Holcomb has no offers, and then right outside. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna go for Van Ginkel. Although, like I said, Zadarius Smith would be interesting to bring in, which I guess we could go for it all in that regard. Van Ginkel. If I offer this to him and we're not even close to being his #1 offer, I might. It's pretty close. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go for Zadarius Smith. Why not? We're gonna go ahead and offer Zadarius Smith the contract. So I'm going to walk away with Zadarius Smith and Kareem Hunt, I think. So that would be a huge boost. And then other than that, all we need is a strong safety. So if we get both of them, we'll have a pretty good running back duo, Ronald Jones and Kareem Hunt. So we got both of them, and we got Zadarius Smith. So that is phenomenal. And like I said, all we need now is a strong safety, and we pretty much have a full roster that we feel confident in being able to compete for a Super Bowl year in, year out. So Rattler, offensive line looks good. Kareem Hunt's now the new running back with Ronald Jones backing him up. Darius Smith, outside linebacker spot. The only gaping hole we notice is obviously the strong safety. So what are we going to do about that? We're going to trade for a strong safety. Now, I think my best thing to possibly do here is probably go to free agency. This is going to be a little bit of a finesse, but I have literally like no draft picks or anything. So I think what I do is I sign someone, you know, just relatively interesting in free agency, and then trade him away for a strong safety. So Jonah Williams kind of stands out to me. $13 million cap hit. Hopefully, if I sign him, people will be interested. We are pretty far off, though. Okay. Let's try to maybe... Actually, this may not be the best idea, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, we're actually not going to worry about it. We're not going to do it that way. We're going to try to just get creative and find a way. We could just sign Jimmy Ward to be our strong safety this year, but... I don't know, man. I'm going to try to I'm going to try the trades first to get a strong safety. If we can't, then we'll just go for Jimmy Ward, I guess. 3 4th-round draft picks should do it. We get ourselves a strong safety and Grant Delpit, and now we have ourselves a full lineup going into next year. This is what the roster is officially going to look like. We've traded all of our draft picks. Spencer Rattler, Kareem Hunt, Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage. We have Kyle Pitts. Offensive line looks great. Defensively, we have Micah Parsons, Darnell Savage, Grant Delpit, Zadarius Smith, Deion Jones, Leighton Vander Esch, Montez Sweat, Clark Davidson, Asante Samuel, and AJ Terrell. Here we go. We're going straight into this next season. Can this team make it back to the NFC Championship? Most importantly, can we get to a Super Bowl? Actually, this season, a very disappointing year. 8-9 on the season. Not good at all. Very disappointed, actually. So, not really sure where we went wrong, but looking at the stats, Spencer Rattler, 28-12, not too bad. Rushing wise, 1,300 yards. Receiving, Ridley, everyone was kind of doing their thing. And then defensively, let's see, sacks wise, we had 17.5 from Micah Parsons, 16 from Montez Sweat. So absolute 32 combined sacks, or 33.5 combined sacks, if I can do math correctly. Okay, and interceptions wise, all right, man. And we should have money going to free agency. So I guess it's not the biggest deal in the world that we didn't make the playoffs because we can improve the team even more. So, I mean, the fact that this team didn't make the playoffs, I'm a little disappointed in that. But like I said, we can make this team even scarier in the offseason, which is just going to be huge. So, Jake Matthews was like the only other free agent. If we take a look at the lineup real quick, before we go to free agency, Jake Matthews was the one guy we didn't come to an agreement with. He's an 88 overall. Wouldn't mind keeping him, obviously, but we'll see. Ronald Jones is down in normal development, but that's not that big of a deal as a backup running back. And then defensively, Micah Parsons. Everything looks good. I guess maybe we could use a left end, so pass rushing left end, and then Clark went down to an 80 overall star development. So it looks like his superstar development was a fluke, I guess. Okay, but he is an 80 overall defensive tackle still, so solid, I guess. All right. Well, Jake Matthews, like I said, was the one guy I didn't negotiate with. I kind of was not sure if I wanted to re-sign him. So we'll see if we want to or not. It looks like the Cowboys won the Super Bowl despite, losing Micah Parsons, so good for them. They beat the Patriots. But, all right, we got another huge offseason ahead of us. I mean, this offseason is probably going to be about getting impact players, to be honest with you. I mean, we have everything laid out in front of us. So, Jake Matthews and then everyone else, yeah, like we're not worried about. So, if Jake Matthews is cheap, he's going to be a $7 million cap hit. I'm just going to go and grab him. I'm just going to get Jake Matthews back. Not even worry about the left tackle. I don't even want to sweat about the left tackle. Let's just go into free agency with $43 million and being able to spend it on whatever the hell we want. So, all right, a left end, I guess, was the big deal. So pass rush was probably the biggest thing. But most importantly, just getting an impact player to put us over the top. So Lamar, did he just not get signed or what? Because he's still in free agency. Interesting. Tyron Smith, Stephon Gilmore, DeMarcus Lawrence, I guess, could be the left end we could technically go for. Von Miller, Michael Pierce. Wow, free agency again is terrible. Jesus. Okay. It sucks. This free agency is terrible. Oh my goodness. Okay. Tyron Smith was pretty much the best player. Stephon Gilmore, I guess, is cool. DeMarcus Lawrence. I mean, maybe we just get. I guess we go for DeMarcus Lawrence to be the left end that we kind of need, because I mean, I don't really see anything else we can go for. So. All right, DeMarcus Lawrence, I guess you're going to be the man I go for. $5 million, $9 million cap hit. DeMarcus Lawrence, will grab him. Stephon Gilmore, I guess we could maybe use another corner. We go for him. Oh, my goodness, his cap hit's crazy, but does it even matter at this point? It probably doesn't. I mean, I could go for the trades and try to make a trade, but I'm just going to go ahead and grab maybe Stephon Gilmore and DeMarcus Lawrence, two veterans that are eventually going to go on an overall, but it doesn't matter because obviously we're trying to make a Super Bowl run right now. So if we get both of them, that should improve the defense, I would believe. So we'll have both of them coming in, Gilmore and DeMarcus Lawrence. So both very, veteran ages, but we'll work with it. So, all right, now defense is going to look better. So offense looks great. Defensively, we look great now with DeMarcus Lawrence being plugged in. So, yeah, I mean, what more can you ask for? AJ Terrell is finally a superstar as well. I mean, the only other thing I could do is try to upgrade even more. That's really the only other thing we can do. Maybe free agency, we go for, I don't know. Who was the wide receiver that was there that maybe would have been fun to have? Lamar is still here. Tucker, Marcus Peters, Tyler Boyd. We can go for a weapon on offense, but no, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think the one thing I will do, because why the hell not, is I'm just going to go ahead and maybe trade for a stud defensive tackle. I mean, just to kind of push this over to the top. We lost Grady Jarrett, obviously, when we traded him away. So this one thing we have left to do is maybe we trade away the defensive tackle we grabbed out of the draft. He is a 24-year-old, and then we should have one first-round pick at our disposal. We have one. Okay, so we have some picks that we could trade away. So let's just scroll until we see a defensive tackle that we love. So Eddie Goldman, DJ Reader, which is not bad. Ed Oliver, I usually get him quite a bit, so I'm going to try to stay away from that. Like Vita Vea. I mean, could we grab Vita Vea? Something like that, just to be crazy like that. Chris Jones, DeForest Buckner. $20 million cap hit, though. That's kind of crazy. Grady Jarrett, of course, traded to Dallas. Jonathan Allen would be fun. All right. You know what? Quinnen Williams, again, always sounds, like a blast. Kenny Clark. So there's quite a bit. There's quite a bit that I wouldn't mind grabbing. So Sebastian Joseph Day, Tristan Hill, Poona Ford, Michael Pierce. Okay. Immediately, what stood out to me, I forgot Vita Vea. That's what we were talking about earlier. So Vita Vea is a superstar X Factor. So this straight up, would this get the deal done? Probably not. Yeah, it's pretty far off. So we're not going to get Vita Vea here. But you know what? It was worth a shot. So Vita Vea, Not gonna happen. It was worth, like I said, it was worth a shot. You know, you miss 100% of shots you don't take. So, Chris Jones. I mean, we can go for Chris Jones. Yeah, again, it's not gonna happen. So Chris Jones is not gonna be available. What else we got? DeForest Buckner. Oh man, we can't afford him. His cap hit is way too big. The Buckner would have been cool, but his cap hit's just insane. Grady Jarrett we can grab again. All right. Jonathan Allen, maybe? Can we grab Jonathan Allen potentially? No, it's not gonna happen. Okay, so getting a defensive tackle is probably gonna be a tough task, but I'm not gonna give up yet. Defensive tackle we're looking for. Quinnen Williams going to be our star defensive tackle now, and just like that, if this team ain't a Super Bowl team, I don't know what is. I don't know what a Super Bowl team even is, man. So this is the final lineup that we've put together. Rattler, Kareem Hunt, Ridley, Kyle Pitts. The offensive line looks great. Defensively, I mean, it is just full of studs. Lawrence, I mean, look at this defensive line. Would you want to go after them? Zary Smith went down in overall like crazy. That's a little unfortunate, but he's still an 82, so I guess we can work with it. Well, but for now, we're going to go ahead and go into this next season. We're going to go for that Super Bowl. We're going to try to make the playoffs at least. Season number 4 has come to an end, and we won our division. And it looks like we also got the number 1 seed in the NFC, so because we have a bye right now. So that's a great feeling. So we are going to be enjoying a week of relaxation, I should say. And then stats and awards. Let's take a look at this real quick. Spencer Rattler, 34 and 12. Just the man keeps getting better. Rushing, Kareem Hunt. Receiving, 1,300, 1,000, 1,000. W. And then I still want to look at those sacks and see if my man Micah Parsons was out here doing the thing. Yeah, 14 and a half, 14 from Marcus Lawrence. So, yeah, again, just a ton of sacks, man. We are just a great pass rushing team. So, we have to feel really good about that. So we definitely get after the quarterback. All right. One last look at the lineup before we go into the divisional round. So let's see what we got going on. We got Rattlers a 90 overall, 93, 92. Offensive line still looks fine. We had a right tackle with hidden development. And then defensively, Micah Parsons, Darnell Savage. Everything looks good. Montez Sweat. All right. Here we go, baby. Let's get it. Let's see if we can. Well, let's see who we're going to play in the first round. So similar to the divisional, wild card weekend is going to be over, and we get to play the Dallas Cowboys, who we beat earlier. So I'm hoping we can beat them again. I would hope so. They are a 83 overall, so similar to next week. And let's see if we can get to the NFC Championship again, and we are going to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.